This week on Bounty Uncharted, I'm joined by my friend Anastasia Ganias, actress, mother, and the soul behind Fancy Peasant, an olive oil company born from her Greek roots and reimagined here in the Hamptons. Anastasia once lived beneath Hollywood's bright lights, but what grounds her now is something deeper: family, faith, and the flavor of tradition. Out here between the tide and the table, she reminds me that bounty is not just what you catch, it's what you keep, what you share, and what you create together.
He has no lights, no makeup, no hair. This is not Hollywood.
I'm Jeff Ragavin. I'm obsessed with fishing on the open seas, where nature is my passion.
Rick, you gotta see this.
The kitchen, my palate. The table, my canvas, and entertaining, my love. This is my world. This is my life. This is Bounty Uncharted. Every summer out here begins the same way. Coffee before sunrise, rods on the dock, a promise that today will be slower than the last. But the Hamptons isn't just salt water and sailboats. It's a place where stories take root in gardens, in kitchens, in people who remind us that tradition can still taste fresh. My friend Anastasia Ganias calls herself the Fancy Peasant, a title born from old world Greece and reimagined in Southampton. And somehow, this morning, she convinced me to learn how to can tuna. We are at Anastasia's house. By the way, Southampton from East Hampton in the summer, this was far this morning.
And you can imagine my marina is all the way in East.
Anastasia and I cross paths the way most Hamptons friendships start. Between workouts, dock talk, a coffee at Sagtown, she's the kind of person who turns everyday chaos into something cinematic. Even breakfast feels like a scene. I obviously know a lot about you from hanging out with you all summer. Working out, healthy foods, the love of the water, but you kind of have you have a lot about your past.
Yeah, 9 lives.
Right. So it's like, while I know you about this, you're amazing, you're an incredible cook.
Thank you.
You love life, you love healthy foods, you love your children, your husband.
Absolutely. Well, I definitely grew up in everyone in the family was super linear. They excelled in Division I sports and they were very fucking smart.
Anastasia grew up in Massachusetts, first generation Greek American, surrounded by discipline, faith, and big family dinners. Her father healed with his hands, she dreamed with hers.
So there was a lot of friction there. It actually taught me a lot about being a parent, because what my parents didn't understand until they got me into a theater program is that people don't usually thrive until they're in an environment where they find something that they're really good at. So they had tried to push me into sports. My dad was an immigrant who became a doctor and got a full ride through medical school, so they kind of followed in those footsteps, and I was the black sheep.
Are you the only actor on your side of the family?
I'm the only actor on my side.
You're only thespian?
I'm the only thespian on my side of the family. But it was really wild because I don't feel like I'm good at many things, but the things I'm good at, I'm great at. Yeah. And I knew that about myself in the arts. I knew that if I wanted to make money, if I wanted to shine, if I wanted to feel high all the time, this is what I should be doing.
Those years on the stage taught her patience, humility, the same craft she brings to every recipe now: repetition and heart.
I moved to New York City. I continued my training in a bunch of fringe theater programs. I was bartending at Milos, a Greek restaurant. But within the first 6 months, I met my manager. I auditioned for a pilot that took me out to Los Angeles. I thought I was leaving for a week. 8 years later,
Wait, you didn't come back? No.
I never left. I started working right away. I started booking my co-stars, my guest stars, my recurring roles on all these really incredible, fabulous shows.
Hollywood was bright, wild, and unpredictable, but eventually, even the spotlight can feel small. So Dexter and True Blood, two of my favorite shows.
They were great.
True Blood was a really cool experience as an actor for me because Alan Ball created that show. And it was kind of the Harvard of shows to kind of get into when I was auditioning for it. I must have auditioned maybe 16 times, and the creator and writer Every time I auditioned, he said, I like you, I'm gonna bring you in for something. I don't know what part it's gonna be, Anastasia, but keep coming in and keep doing that solid work that you're doing.
Honey, you are hotter than barbecue Tabasco sauce in that dress.
For a decade, she played other people's stories, but the one waiting inside her was far richer. A return to roots, to family, and to food.
During my acting career, I always was cooking a lot too, and I didn't really realize subconsciously how much I was cooking. And I'm just really excited to add canned tuna to this repertoire and this memory that we're gonna have together forever. And I'm gonna tell my children the first time I canned tuna was with a fisherman named Jeff that I met at the gym, who I fell in love with totally by accident. And it ended up being that we were both obsessed with gardens, boats, the water.
That's right.
And cooking and kind of breaking bread and bringing people together.
The first time we fished together, I knew this episode would write itself. What you catch out here feeds more than a meal. It feeds connection. We're off. Anastasia's on board. We've got her family with her, and we're heading to the northeast side, Gardiner's Island.
I love an adventure
Yeah.
that Jeb and I had made.
I do know that this area holds a lot of sea bass.
What's interesting is that obviously I'm glad people are looking for sea bass, right? Because traditionally, like the best Greek fish that we get all the time in Greece is
Branzino.
a branzino.
By the way, by the end of today, I need to know like how to say a few things in Greek very quickly
Okay.
because I have a lot of Greek friends.
Let's start with fish.
Yeah.
Psari, sari,
Sadi?
sari,
Sadi.
sari,
Sadi.
Let it go.
Sorry.
Sari. Yeah, except with a P.
Sadi.
I mean, it's like saying sorry, sari.
Anastasia says the name Fancy Peasant is a contradiction that makes sense.
My dad was born in a peasant village in Greece. It's called Vavouri. He left right after the Greek Civil War. He lived like a peasant. And when he was dying, I told him, I was like, I'm gonna make a cookbook that kind of breaks down all these Greek recipes that are from your village for visual learners like me, and I'm gonna name it The Fancy Peasant, kind of like a play off you and me. Like I'm the fancy version on the shoulders of a giant, like with all these opportunities that you never had.
It's about honoring the humble while living beautifully. So you see here, we're on this little ridge, and we're marking a lot of bait. We're basically gonna fish around right here and just kind of find where the sea bass may be, and then once we find them, we'll anchor up and start chumming. You guys, we wanna be on the bottom for everything. If you're not on the bottom, you're not gonna catch anything, okay? See the bait fish?
Guys, look! Yeah, I see all of them.
Damn, Jeff just, what you doing?
Keep your thumb there. See the slack? That means we're on the bottom. Pull that up, reel in a little bit, and you kind of just do this, look. And then when you feel a bite, stop.
Okay.
Let him bite, and then you could just lift. Looks like a porgy. I could tell from the way he's fighting. Yeah, there he is, look, you got him.
What?
This is also in the Mediterranean, they call it sea bream. Yes, exactly.
She's really beautiful.
What do you think? You guys want to let her go?
I
We're still.
sea bass.
We want sea bass. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Oh my God, it's the sea bass. It's a big one.
Well, by the way, we're gonna. Can you make it look bigger? By the way.
I think it's not an easy language.
It really isn't. So you know what an omega block is in meteorological terms?
No.
Okay. Do you know that I went to school for meteorology?
No, of course you did. You're the person I call and I'm like, what's
Every
the
day.
wind like?
So you know omega?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so an omega block is when there's two areas of low pressure like storms that are sandwiched in between high pressure and they don't move. There we go. Get the net, get the net, get the net. Oh! Woo! That finally a nice one.
Yes.
Guys, that's a black sea bass.
Got another one!
Okay, that's our 6. By the way, now you can eat.
Now we can eat.
What we caught became the lesson. Preserve what matters. So we actually had an amazing day yesterday. You brought the kids out on the boat. We caught black sea bass, we caught a ton of porgies, and then we made an amazing horatiki.
Horiatiki salata.
Horiatiki.
Ne.
Horiatiki salata.
salata. Ne, ne.
How'd I do?
Amazing. One of my favorite things about being an amateur chef and selling Fancy Peasant products, when we're teaching people how to make these longevity recipes that are from my dad and mom's village, it feels like we're giving them an education and we're teaching them how to cook food that's going to fuel them for the rest of their lives. Horiatiki, dude.
Horiatiki.
Yeah.
Keep saying it wrong. Horiatiki. Horiatiki. I mean, how many times do I have to get that like wrong until I get it right?
So this is kind of like the
Horiatiki.
holy trinity of Greek salad ingredients. You always need a red wine, vinegar, ours is perfection. You need the olive oil, and then usually you want sea salt and mountain oregano. Nothing's gonna look prettier than this.
That's
You
gorgeous.
make
Look at
all
that.
night. That is what food is supposed to look like. Totally clean ingredients that just bring out the flavor.
So this is super easy just so I can grab herbs when I'm cooking. So what do we need? Look at that.
That's Greek oregano. That's what's dried in my mountain oregano. This is the
so
fresh version
this
of it.
is what it is. So
It's amazing. The fish came out perfect. We seasoned it perfectly with lemon, all of our mountain oregano, salts, and olive oil. Simple.
So easy, so simple.
So delicious. Let's
Fish
go. Let's
do-
bring them out. This is
Fish
delicious.
done. We want to get this on the grill. 2 here. Look at that.
This is why having quality ingredients counts. The entire fish right now is infused with the mountain oregano and all the fresh herbs, and it is divine. It is so good.
one thing that I love about doing this show is like I learn so much from every guest.
Sure, different things.
And like my summer cooking style has changed so much because of that. So like the parchment paper, and it's such a great way to do it.
Oh my God, it traps all the flavor and it,
herbs and the
steams out
lemon.
the fish in this really beautiful way. I eat a lot of wild canned tuna.
This is no bumblebee tuna.
This is no chicken of the sea.
This is Montauk caught tuna.
It doesn't get better.
We're gonna can it, and we're gonna can it with your incredible olive oil.
We're gonna infuse it with the mountain oregano salts. We're gonna infuse it with a little bit of jalapeno, maybe a red pepper. So we're gonna come up with a basic olive oil mountain oregano guy.
For Anastasia, cooking isn't about recipes, it's about legacy. Preserving her father's story in every jar, every handful of herbs.
So we're just gonna go in, honestly, and pick a bunch of these. They're delicious, and I love the color, right? Give our tuna even a beautiful color. Right?
Love it.
Amazing.
How psyched are you?
Beyond, this stuff just makes me this is what gets me off.
I know.
It's
Amazing.
weird. Well, you know, it's not a Greek garden unless it has a shitload of dill.
Yeah, dill and tuna, yum.
It smells good. Dill and tuna, you're
Yeah.
right. So when my dad died, we planted this tree and it was this big. The boys planted it for him.
Oh, look at that.
And this was his motto, and this is my motto.
Let food be thy medicine, and let medicine be thy food. Just, by the way, that's just the only wet part of the rock.
Anyways, Dad is here with us right now, Jeff.
And so now we're just going to basically fill the jars. I would say do a quarter in each.
We don't want to mix too many things, right? So he has the mountain oregano salt and the dill. We should probably stop there and not infuse with anything else.
That's it.
So now we're gonna have an olive oil party, guys.
From dock to kitchen, every step is a memory bottled in salt and oil, a reminder that bounty isn't just what we catch, it's what we choose to keep.
It's just stunning.
Beautiful.
That we're ready to pop them into the pressure cooker. I like to bless my food before I put it in. Tuna, thank you for everything you've given to us, and we're excited. Thank you for letting me catch you and be nourished by you. How many conversations have I had with you where I'm like, Jeff, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're growing too fast. The company's scaling too fast.
It's called growing pains for a reason, right?
It's a lot of
You know? By the way, but it's good when you're like, I'm sold out. I need more product. That's a good problem to have. Always know this. You want to maintain the core values of why you started this company and the goodness of the product.
That's right.
I hear the pressure again.
I do too.
I think we're
pressure. We're good.
That was good.
This
We got
is
it.
amazing.
Anastasia's story is proof that sometimes the richest life isn't the one you chase, but the one that you grow. One jar, one meal, one memory at a time.